Hey, everybody, welcome to today's show. Welcome to Advocate Information Highway. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke, and we have a really important topic for today's show, in which it's the threat that the Republican candidate that's running for the governor of the state of Florida made. So let's get right into this. This guy, this guy, this Republican guy that is a candidate that's running for the seat for the governor of Florida made a threat very recently. And let me just say sorry.
Call from B.
This idiot made this threat. And the threat that he stipulated is he will deploy AR-15 armed civilians to stop these teen takeovers. That has to be about the dumbest thing that I've ever heard a person that is running for a political office to stipulate. If it's not the dumbest, then it's at least way up there. Now, I could understand if you want to say a permanent curfews, deploying all the police, like city and state police, National Guard and stuff. Yeah, and saying that these kids will be put in adult prisons, getting rid of juvie halls because they're only luxury hotel for kids that want to commit major crimes. And these kids will also be put in boot camps as well. So I can go for that. Yeah, I would say yes to all that. But to make this threat, that's absolutely 100% completely wrong. And I hope that if any of my fans out there in Florida are watching this show, I hope you guys are really focusing in on what I'm saying. This guy, that's a Republican guy that is running for the seat of governor for the state of Florida, that's the one that made this particular threat. Make sure that this Republican guy don't get into office. That's why I always say it's so important to get out and vote. It's so important. I can't stress that enough. Can't stress it enough. And that's why I've tried so hard to talk with all the governors and all the mayors of all the cities and states from throughout the United States. And I suggested it's so important to have proper bail reform, right? Get rid of juvie hall. Get rid of them. They're no good. Put all these kids in adult prisons and boot camps. Okay? And yes, at the same time, it's important to have like community centers to where kids who commit like lesser crimes or first-time offenders and who may just really want to change their lives around. Yes, it's important to have like community centers for them to help keep them off the street and so on and so forth. You have to have all these things combined, all these things. Can't just be one or the other. Got to have it all in, right? And because you can't have one without the other. You got to have them. You got to have them all together. Gotta. And yes, is it important to fine the parents? Yeah, give them huge fines. Yeah, absolutely, as well. Absolutely. So get all these things to be done. That's the proper way of dealing with them. And even have curfews. Absolutely. Absolutely. No doubt. No doubt. All these things, like I said, have to be combined together and happening throughout all the cities and states throughout the United States. And but to make this threat of what this Republican guy made, that is absolutely wrong. Absolutely. No doubt. No doubt. And he cannot be allowed to be in office. So people in the state of Florida, get out there and vote when it comes time for you guys to vote. Get out there and vote. Make sure this Republican guy does not get put into office. Seriously. Now, I want to remind all my fans out there about a couple of things. One is that for the two shows that I host on Spreaker.com, in which one of the shows is called Super Advocate and the other is called Disabled Reality, for those two shows, I have a specific website that all my fans can go to, and the title of that website is called Super Advocate, and the link to there is superadvocate.codeadx.me. And if you guys go to this website, you guys can listen to all the episodes of both of my shows that I host on Spreaker.com. And so you guys could check that out. And also on this website of Super Advocate, there's a tab on there called promo codes. Okay. And if you guys click on that tab, you'll see 8 promotions on there. Okay. Now, for my show Super Advocate that I host on Spreaker.com, I hosted that today. I normally host it on Thursdays, but I had to do it today because I'm really busy tomorrow and I won't have time. So I hosted it today. I hosted it a day earlier. Now for that show, Super Advocate, we support four of those promotions out of the 8. And those 4 promotions are Connie's Fashion Vault, Chill Boys, Hypernatural, and Old Glory. Those are fantastic websites. They got great products. They got great prices. I highly recommend you guys go check them out. Now, I also want to remind all my fans out there about my other website that I have called Advocate Information Highway, and the link to there is AIHNY.com. Again, that's AIHNY.com, and you guys can check out all the pages on there. But I just want to take a couple of moments just to mention just a few of the pages that are on there. That's on my website of Advocate Information Highway. One of the pages is titled Blog, in which if you guys go to that page, you guys could check out my blog page that's on there. Another page that's on my website of Advocate Information titled Advocate Information Highway is titled Shows. If you guys go to that page, you guys could be able to check out and listen to all the episodes of both of my shows that I host on Spreaker.com as well. But also on this page of the shows page of Advocate Information Highway, at the bottom, you'll also be able to listen to and watch all the episodes that I host here on YouTube for this show, Advocate Information Highway. So you guys could check that out. Another page that's on my website of Advocate Information Highway is titled Internet Store on Zazzle. If you guys go to that page, you'll see a link on there. And if you guys click on that link, it'll bring you right to my internet store on Zazzle.com, in which you guys will see all the products that I designed and that are up for sale on my internet store on Zazzle.com. And you guys can shop to your heart's content on there. Another page that's on my website of Advocate Information Highway is titled Bookstore on Amazon. If you guys go to that page, you'll see 3 links on there, in which those 3 links are to the 3 books that I wrote and that are up for sale on Amazon.com. So you guys could check that out as well. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.